Hello everybody, I hope you are all hale and enthusiastic. Without violating the lockdown rules, we are academically together off the campus. Fine, now I am going to give you a lecture on letter of recommendation and reference letter. First, we will see the introduction of the topic. Here we are going to see about letters, types of letters, letter of recommendation, reference letter, structure of the letters, example of the letter, and then the conclusion. A letter is a written message conveyed from one person to another through a medium. Besides a means of communication and a store of information, letter writing has played a role in the reproduction of writing as an art throughout history. During the 17th and 18th century, letters were used to self-educate. Letters were a way to practice critical reading, self-expressive writing, polemical writing, and also exchange ideas with like-minded others. For some people, letters were seen as a way of communication. For others, it was not only seen as a communication but also as a written performance and a method of gaining feedback. Today, a letter is an important means of communication in both the workspace as well as personal lives. So, let us educate ourselves with the nuances of letter writing. We know that there are broadly two types of letter, namely formal letter and informal letter. But there are also a few types of letters based on their contents, formalities, the purpose of letter writing, etc. Let us have a look at the few types of letters. Formal letter. These letters follow a certain pattern and formality. They are strictly kept professional in nature and directly address the issues concerned. Any type of business letter or letter of authorities, official letters, circular letter, employment letters falls within this given category. Generally contains commercial information such as quotations, orders, complaints, claims, letters for collections, etc. Such letters are always strictly formal and follow a structure and pattern of formalities. Next is the informal letter. These are the personal letters or the social letters. They need not follow any set pattern or adhere to any formalities. They contain personal information or a written conversation. Informal letters are generally written to friends, acquaintances, relatives, etc. A personal letter written on the occasion of a special event. Congratulatory letter, condolence letter, invitation letter, etc. comes in this category. And now let's see the letter of recommendation. A letter of recommendation is one in which the writer assesses the qualities, characteristics, and capabilities of the person being recommended in terms of that individuality's ability to perform a particular task or function. Recommendation letters are almost always specifically requested to be written about someone and are therefore addressed to a particular requester. Letters of recommendation are typically related to employment, admissions to institutions of higher education, or scholarship negligibility. And next is the reference letter. A reference letter is a letter of recommendation from a previous or current supervisor, professor, co-worker, peer, or personal contact who can describe the knowledge, skills, or aptitudes that you possess. Reference letters can be used when looking for work or applying to graduate school. Reference letters may be required when applying for monetary awards such as a fellowship or grant. When presented selectively in a portfolio, reference letters provides compelling evidence to an employer or committee about your abilities. While your referees can provide a verbal reference, letters can be used if your reference has moved away, is no longer with the organization, or is out of reach for some reason, such as on holiday when you need to supply your references. And now let's see the difference between the recommendation and the reference letter. A letter of recommendation is one that is specifically requested by someone for a defined employment position, academic program, or award application. Generally, these letters are sent directly to the requester and not seen by the student. They can be categorized as employment related, academic admission, commendation or recognition, performance evaluation. Next is the letter of reference. It is normally more general in nature and not addressed in a specific requester. Often you will see these referrals addressed to whom it may concern or dear sir or madam. These letters are most often given directly to the student and kept for future use. Situations where they are used tend to be character assessment, academic related, employment related, and general purpose. And here is the letter of recommendation. The persons you ask to write your letters should first know you well or know you long enough to write with authority or know your work or describe your work positively or have a high opinion of you or know where you are applying or know your education and career goals or be able to favorably compare you with your peers or be well known, be able to write a good letter, and keep in mind that no one person will satisfy all these criteria. Aim for a set of letters that cover the range of your skills. Ideally, letters should cover your academic and scholastic skills, research abilities and experiences, and the applied experiences like cooperative education, internships, related work experience. And now let's see the structure of the letter. That is the format of the letter and what we have seen already or studied already in our lower classes. That is, the letter should start with the date line. Next is the sender's address and it should have the name, the title, that is the person's category, that is the position, then the company or the institution's name, then full address of it with state and the zip code, that is the pin code, and leaving a line after that. Then comes the receiver's address with their name, the title, the company's address, the state and the zip code of it. Again leaving some space. After that we have to start the salutation of it. If you are writing a personal letter of reference, include a salutation like Dear Mr. Johnson, Dear Dr. Jameson, etc. If you are writing a general letter, say to whom it may concern or don't include a salutation like Dr. Johnson or simply without any salutation. If you don't include a salutation, start your letter with the first paragraph, which is the American modified style now. And next, now let's see the body of the letter. And here in the body of the letter we can have 5 paragraphs and or even more than 5 sometimes, and each paragraph describes what we have to do there in it. So let's see the first paragraph here. So the first paragraph of recommendation letter explains your connection to the person you are recommending, including how you can know them and why you are qualified to recommend the person for employment or school. The second paragraph of recommendation letter contains information about the individual you are writing about, including why they are qualified, what they can contribute, and why you are recommending them. If necessary, use more than one paragraph to provide details. Third paragraph. When writing a letter recommending a candidate for a specific job opening, the recommendation letter should include information on how the person's skills match the position they are applying for. Ask for a copy of the job posting and a copy for the person's resume so you can target your letter accordingly. And now in the next paragraph we'll be having the summary and conclusion. So in the summary section it contains a brief summary of why you are recommending the person. State that you strongly recommend the person, or you recommend without reservation, or has my highest recommendation, or something similar. So in the conclusion paragraph of the recommendation letter, it contains an offer to provide more information. Include a phone number within a paragraph. Include the phone number and email address in the written address section of your letter or in your signature. Next comes the complimentary clause by writing it as sincerely, affectionately, like that, and then comes the recommender name and title. And here we have given you an example for the recommendation letter. In it, see, we have given you the date line, the sender's address, and the receiver's address by giving the space. And let's move to the next slide, and in it we can see the salutation and the body of the letter with paragraphs by introducing and giving the details about the person, etc. And in the next slide, we can see the candidate's attitude is explained and strongly recommended, and then the salutation of the sender's name and then the address given. So, and let's move to the next slide, and in it we can see the example of the reference letter. So in the same format it is followed with the date, sender's address, receiver's address, salutation, body of the letter, and the continuation of the body of the letter given here in the slide by giving the details of the candidate which to be referred, and complimentary close with the sender's name and title. And hope I have enlightened you the letter of recommendation and the reference letter to my best. Just hear it again to get on well with the techniques, and right now start your speed of work in this respect. Thank you all.